Imagine spending weeks creating your Udemy course only to have it rejected for something you didn't even know was a rule. Frustrating, right? We've been there too. So we're going to break down Udemy's must-have requirements so you can avoid the pitfalls and get your course live on Udemy faster. So you might think that your course is ready to publish, but Udemy has an unspoken checklist that they don't always share up front. Most instructors discover these requirements the hard way through rejection emails. The problem isn't your knowledge or your teaching ability. The minor structural details often get overlooked when you're focusing on creating that great content. Let's look at a real example. One of our instructors submitted a complete course but received a rejection notice because one lecture did not have a title. The content was excellent, but Udemy's system needs every lecture correctly labelled before approval. This shows then how their review process focuses on structure first and content second. Here's another common oversight: 30-minute minimum video requirement. Many instructors create their course outline without realizing that the video content must reach at least 30 minutes of runtime. Shorter courses get automatically rejected no matter how great your material is. Udemy's quality review team specifically checks this metric before anything else. The platform then prioritizes these structural elements in its initial review. Let's go over them. So a minimum 30 minutes of video content, at least 5 separate lectures, clear learning objectives that need to be stated up front, and proper video and audio quality that meet their technical standards. And finally, full lecture titles and course descriptions. Miss any one of these and that will trigger a rejection. The good news, these requirements don't require special expertise or expensive equipment. You do though need to check each box methodically before submitting your course. If you get these right, then your approval chances will improve dramatically. Udemy's quality review process follows a strict sequence. First, they verify the structural requirements are met. Only then do they evaluate the content quality. This explains why some courses with great information get rejected immediately. The system filters them out before even any human considers the teaching value. Audio quality also provides another example of hidden standards. Udemy expects consistent audio levels throughout your course with no distracting background noise. If your microphone picks up a keyboard sound or any echo, they may reject the entire course. Some instructors have discovered this after multiple failed submissions. The same applies to video resolution. While you might focus on creating informative slides, Udemy requires all videos to be at least 720 HD. Courses filmed in a lower resolution automatically fail the technical review. These aren't personal judgments about your teaching, they're systematic filters Udemy applies to every submission. So, understanding this review structure helps you prepare much better. Instead of first polishing every lecture to perfection, try and focus on meeting the basic technical standards that Udemy require. You can enhance individual lessons once your course passes the structural review. So here's the key takeaway. Udemy's initial review looks for completeness and technical compliance, not groundbreaking content. Many excellent courses get stuck in rejection loops because instructors don't know the hidden checkpoints. Now that we've covered the structural must-haves, let's examine what makes Udemy courses succeed once they get approved. Technical compliance gets you started, but student engagement determines your long-term success. Your course content could be groundbreaking, but Udemy won't approve it if the production quality falls short. The platform's reviewers focus on 3 technical areas: audio clarity, video resolution, and proper lighting. These elements matter more than you might think. A course might have perfect scripts, but a muffled audio will get you rejected every time. Udemy provides you with a test video service that lets you submit a sample recording before you finish your course. Their feedback will typically highlight the same recurring issues: background noise, inconsistent audio levels, poor framing are the most common reasons why courses fail their quality review. One instructor spent weeks developing content, discovering though that their microphone had picked up a computer fan noise during every lecture. Audio problems are the number one reason why you get a rejection. Udemy requires clear, crisp sound with no echo or distortion. Built-in laptop microphones usually don't meet that standard. A basic USB microphone like a Blue Yeti or a Blue Snowball like I use solves most of the audio issues. Also, recording in a carpeted room with soft furnishing reduces the noise echo. Udemy's resources specifically recommend against recording in empty, tiled rooms because they create this harsh reverberation. Video quality also follows similar strict standards. Your recordings must be at least 720 HD with steady framing and proper focus. Blurry or pixelated video triggers an automatic rejection. Many instructors make the mistake of recording slides directly through Zoom or webinar software. Instead, export your slides as video files or use screen recording software like OBS Studio or Camtasia for sharper output. Lighting also makes a visible difference to your video quality. Udemy expects your face to be visible without any harsh shadows. A simple 3-point lighting setup solves most of these issues. One instructor I know improved their rejected course by adding just 2 $25 LED panel lights from Amazon, placing them at 45-degree angles to their face. So combined with the natural light from Windows, this created a professional looking result without expensive equipment. The test video service also provides specific feedback, such as increase your lighting to reduce shadows or use a pop filter to minimize plosive sounds. These aren't suggestions, they're requirements disguised as recommendations. Instructors who implement this feedback see dramatically higher approval rates. Udemy's documentation states that courses with professional grade audio and video are also prioritized in the search rankings. Backgrounds also impact approval chance. Avoid cluttered spaces or distracting wall art. A plain wall or subtle virtual background works best. One rejected course showed a busy bookshelf behind the instructor. Now, while it looked natural, Udemy's review team flagged it as visually distracting. So they reshot with a neutral background and gained immediate approval. Udemy provides a complete equipment guide with specific microphone and camera recommendations. The list includes budget options well under $100, proving you don't need studio quality gear. What matters most is following their technical specs consistently across all lectures. Courses with fluctuating audio levels or alternating camera angles often get flagged for inconsistency. Remember, the review system checks these technical elements before they even get on to your teaching content. So a brilliantly explained concept won't even pass if the video is grainy or the audio crackles. So investing time in a proper setup from the beginning saves multiple rounds of revisions. Most quality rejections stem from a simple, fixable issue rather than complex production problems. So mastering these production standards does more than secure approval, it makes your course more engaging. Students consistently rate well-produced courses higher even when the content matches any competitor. And clean audio and professional visuals subconsciously signal credibility. Now that you know that your course meets Udemy's technical requirements, let's go on to look at how to make students choose it over any others. So the secret sauce, how does Udemy rank your course? So getting your course approved is just the first step. The real challenge comes next, making sure that students actually find it. Udemy's algorithm decides which courses appear at the top of search results, and if yours doesn't meet a certain requirement, it may never get seen. The algorithm prioritizes courses that keep students engaged. One instructor saw their course jump to first results page simply by adding downloadable resources. Udemy noticed that students spent more time with the material, signaling higher quality to the algorithm. This shows how small changes can dramatically improve visibility. Student retention metrics directly impact on your rankings. Courses where students complete more lectures rank higher than those with high dropout rates. Udemy tracks how far students progress and how often they return. A course then with consistent engagement will outrank one with sporadic viewing, even if both have similar content. Quizzes and assignments boost visibility by an average of 40%. They force students to interact with the material rather than just passively watch a video. One business course added a simple worksheet for students to apply concepts, and enrolments increased within weeks. Udemy's algorithm interpreted the added engagement as a sign of quality. So 3 elements consistently appear in top ranking courses. 1. Practical exercises that apply to the lessons. 2. Supplemented resources like cheat sheets or templates. And 3. Regular knowledge checks through quizzes. Udemy Business selections provide another visibility boost. Courses chosen for this program reach corporate clients and generate more revenue, which the algorithm rewards. Instructors have control over their content and their teaching style, which allows them to tailor courses for maximum engagements. The more students who interact, the higher the course ranks. Custom coupons can also help drive initial enrolments. More students mean more data for the algorithm to evaluate your course. Early positive reviews and completion rates give your course an advantage over newer listings. One instructor offered a limited time discount to build momentum, and organic traffic increased as the course climbed in the rankings. Global promotions work in the same way. When Udemy features your course in site-wide sales, the increased enrollment sends positive signals to the algorithm. Higher sales volume leads to better placement in search results long after the promotion ends. The key is consistency across all lectures. Courses with uneven engagement, like high interaction in early lessons but then drop off later, rank lower than those with steady participation. So plan your content to maintain interest throughout your course and add exercises at every lecture rather than put them at the end. Student reviews also factor into rankings, but not just the star rating. Detailed reviews that mention specific elements like helpful exercises, clear explanations carry more weight. These indicate genuine engagement rather than generic praise. One instructor revised their course based on just the review feedback alone and saw their rankings improve without changing the core content of their course. Regular updates too help. Udemy favours courses with recent activity, so adding new lectures or refreshing outdated material keeps the algorithm's attention. Even minor updates like improved captions or additional examples can make a difference. A course that starts with strong engagement attracts more learners, which leads to better rankings, creating a positive cycle. So the first few weeks after launch are critical. Focus on building that momentum through promotions and early interaction. So now that you understand how Udemy ranks courses, let's put these insights into action with a clear plan to maximize your visibility. To conclude then, getting your course approved on Udemy isn't about creating perfect content. It's about meeting their clear benchmarks. Focus on meeting the technical requirements, then refine your teaching materials afterwards. Your knowledge is valuable and Udemy can help you share it. But now that you understand the system and you can navigate it confidently, start with the essentials, build the momentum, and watch your course grow. The proper preparation can make all the difference to your course success.